This is the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast with Stacey and Curtis.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's my Clayton Has the Office. He watched that thing a billion times. And that's the one for me. And Parks and Recreation.
I don't know how The Office is going to age.
Well, even some stuff in Brooklyn is a little bit like, oh my God, early days.
Yeah.
You can definitely see it, hear it.
I think Parks and Rec will age well. I feel like that was the most ride the line progressive show out of the three for sure.
I started watching Brooklyn again because, I don't know, I was randomly on Netflix and it was like, leaving soon, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
What?
I was like,
No.
I'm sorry.
What? Cancel.
And it was on like September 15th that I saw this. And it said ending soon, September 17th. And I talked about it on air. I'm like, how am I supposed to watch the whole series in 2 days?
Right.
And then I looked it up, and on a Reddit feed, someone said a lot of times what they'll do is they'll like do that while they negotiate the next contract of syndication or whatever they call it.
See the appetite.
And then basically not have it leave. And so 4 days later, 5 days later, I thought of it again. I went back. Sure enough, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
And they do it literally just to like boost numbers.
For sure they do.
Like, you fuckers, I totally fell for it.
Well, see? And then the Brooklyn people can be like, look how much when you threatened and look how much people are actually watching this.
So yeah, you better renew our show. Damn it.
And that's also kind of what I want to talk about today.
Oh my God, is that a segue?
That I don't know when you started recording.
I've been recording for the last 8 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Is this episode 10?
This is episode 10.
Excellent, of the Out of Tune podcast.
I'm Curtis. This is my buddy.
My buddy.
We got to bring it back. And you have to say you're excited now. We're switching roles.
Oh, we're switching. Okay.
We're Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod.
I
We're
am
switching
so
roles.
excited for today.
Awesome.
As always.
I've been wanting to talk about this for a while.
Because
this is the newest thing I'm fascinated about. Destination television.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say television. I'm like,
no, yeah. Have you heard of this, Stacey? Television.
For a while, Curtis.
No, but when you think about how people consume media now, destination viewing is such a small window that is never going to be talked about other than like one line in a history book.
Yes, I can. But do you think we'll ever go back?
I don't think we'll ever go back.
And
I don't know
cable days.
And I don't know how I feel about that because we lost so much community when our lives didn't revolve around hard times for the new shows.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's so hypocritical because I love being able to sit down and watch shows whenever I want.
And see, just in case someone is like, what does destination TV mean? It means like making sure you are on the couch Tuesdays at 7 p.m. for that show. You plan your life around that schedule.
We did.
And we did.
That's something our kids will never understand.
Nope.
And it's probably, it's hard to explain. Like, it was on at 7 to 7:30, and if you missed it, that's it. You missed it.
Done.
You hope 6 months from now it's in a rerun. There's no YouTube. There's no streaming. You can't go back and watch it. It's just gone. You missed it.
We couldn't even buy TV series up until like DVDs came out.
Yeah.
So it was gone.
Early 2000s, really, that took off.
Yeah.
So you just never saw it. You'd go to school the next day and people would be like, oh, that was the best episode of Alf ever. And you're like, God damn it.
Did he eat a cat? I missed it.
What was Willie doing? But when you look back, like how long was that? Like 40 years?
Well, I want to say it was like, I think the original destination was Saturday morning cartoons.
Sure.
Right? Because that's like, you wanted to catch all your shows. It was Saturday. I forget when it started, 7 a.m.? I don't know. But I feel like it was probably when I was just before high school. So I want to say like 90.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right? I don't know. Like, what was we talked about this too, TGIF.
Friday nights.
That was a big thing where the ABC, one of the networks, pumped their Fridays because it had all the great shows. And you were like, I'm going to be home and watching them all.
There was nothing better.
Why would I
TGIF.
do anything else than sit here and watch TV?
It bled through the whole week. It's fascinating to me because it's gone.
Yep.
And I miss it, but I don't. Usually I'm very old man yelling at clouds.
You're super
Things
nostalgic.
used to be better.
Yep.
But I want to bring it back, but I don't. And I know it's never going to come back. But like your family, they'd be like, hey, let's all get together. Let's watch this show. That's dead. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
It forced you to be in the one place at a time. Now I think I don't watch one show with all my family anymore, and you could probably just be like, all right, well, how about after dishes are done, we'll sit down and watch. Like, no, that's not how it used to
it's
be.
not.
You had to drop everything.
And that's the urgency, too, of like now everything is always there for us. Because I was going to say, we do have something similar where, let's say, on one of the streaming services, they drop an episode every Sunday.
Sure.
You're like, oh my God, I want to be there at 7 to catch White Lotus. But if you don't catch it at 7, you can catch it at 9.
You can catch it at 7:07.
So yeah, it just depends. Like if you want to be there for it, yes, it's there. But you can also let it slide and watch it later. So that urgency is gone.
And I know someone's saying sporting events, and yes, you're right. Sporting events will always be live and always be a big deal.
That's true. That's different.
Television shows was something like you booked your whole week around your favorite shows. And like I was a wrestling kid, and there'd be a pay-per-view Sunday night, and you know, Sunday during the day, you wouldn't even know what to do with yourself. You're just waiting. You're just waiting for 6 o'clock. And sometimes if there's a really good show, it would be like that too.
Yeah.
And I remember, you know, grade 9, I think it was, when X-Files dropped. What is this? We would watch X-Files Friday at like 8 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then in grade 10, I started going out Friday nights, and I would record it. And that was always my thing. We'd go out, and I'd come back and I'd watch X-Files at like midnight, and I just felt so like I was getting away with something.
I know. Look at me recording my shows.
And then watching it at even a later time.
I always remembered too, like how big of a thing it was to record your PV, like the DVD, or not even the VHS.
Yes.
My God, my mom, Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless, some of the evening shows as well. It was usually like Dynasty, Falcon Crest. We would sit there and help her because it was like click, 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 click up to the date, click, 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 click to the month, click, click, click. Like it was a 5 to 10 minute process to make sure you didn't miss an episode of Dynasty. And that was a huge thing.
Were you watching the Challenger in school?
The explosion?
Yes.
I don't. What year was that?
I'm looking at it right now. January 26th, 1986.
Oh, God, 86?
I feel like they would have, but I feel like I would remember it if they did. The old Prince Philip, if they rolled the TV, because we would have been young.
I think
that would have scarred me.
I would have been in grade 3.
Okay.
And I don't think we did.
No.
No.
How about the fall of the Berlin Wall? I remember them showing us footage of that.
I remember watching it on the news with my parents.
November 9th, 1989. I remember seeing footage. I don't think it was happening in real time, but I remember that being a big deal and them rolling the
100%.
TV in. And I think someone probably recorded the news the night before, one of the teachers, and they're like, look at this. Look how big of a moment this is.
This is a big deal, guys.
This is huge. And I vividly remember the footage of people pulling this wall down. I was like, that's cool. I can't really access what this truly means in my little brain, but I was told this is a huge world event, so it stuck with me.
And everybody was so happy. Like the joy was there, the excitement was there, the tears. It was very powerful, even if you're 10 years old.
Baby Jessica.
Oh my God.
My family
glued to the
TV that night.
Holy crap.
Baby Jessica fell in a well,
and
it brought the world to its knees.
How long was she trapped? It was more than a night, Curtis. She was in there for a couple days, no?
October 14th, my wife's birthday.
My birthday.
Is it? Yeah, it is. That's right. 1987 at the age of 18 months. Let's see. Let's click on it. No, I don't want to give you money, Wikipedia.
She was
58 hours.
Oh, baby Jessica. Wow.
22 feet down.
That was absolutely crazy because was it just live coverage all the time on the news stations?
It was the first time I remember live coverage. If it wasn't live, they were cutting into your programming with any update.
Any kind of update. It was so because at that time, live stuff just like newscasts were live. Granted, that's fine, but it's behind a desk, reporter on the street, whatever. But somebody's real, actual happenings being on the television. Remember when that was like new and crazy and amazing, and that's why we were all, first of all, like a baby in a well. Come on.
For me, it put live news on the map.
100%.
And I will never forget watching.
I can't believe
I
was
was
about
so
that.
invested in that as however old I was in
87, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one left the living room. My family, in Canada, in Saskatoon, we were like, someone get baby Jessica.
And she's in Midland, Texas.
This is the most important thing that's ever happened in any of our lives. Like,
so funny.
the world
I
has
can't
come
believe I
together
forgot
for
about
baby
that.
Jessica.
And now she's like a mom. She's got kids.
Sure.
Wow.
So, are we even allowed to have these moments now with Facebook banning news? How would a baby Jessica falling down a well in 2025 be presented to the world?
I feel like it would be a story first, like a snapshot, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, click here to find the details. And then...
But you can't even share that. Like, you'd have to search it yourself. You have to be like, what's going on? Go to, like, CNN website.
Yeah. I'm not on Facebook. You're a Facebook person.
No.
I'm an Instagram girl.
Oh, yeah. Is Instagram
Instagram's a little
more
different because you can, I think,
share news?
actually share... that's a good question. I don't know.
It's all selfies for you. You don't know.
It's all
It's
selfies
all
and stories.
just selfies.
Pictures of sandwiches. I don't know.
Boomerang, you putting the mayo on and off the sandwich. Vroom, 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 vroom. Just another day of Stacey Cooper.
I think though that because like I don't have TV, so I can't
Yeah.
go to CNN. I can't watch something live, but I will go to the website.
Exactly.
So usually what I do is if I see the prompt or the thumbnail or whatever you want to call it on Instagram, then I'll head over to the internet and I'll look at it that way, or I'll link it through. Like it's usually one of those click on the link here sort of things. But yeah, it's so different now because there is so much live stuff happening, not just one little baby in a well.
So on Facebook, because I'm a Facebook guy, we'll get like a screenshot of a news event, and then I'll search it. And love my friends at CTV, but hey, here's the local story. Here's local coverage, and I'll click it, and there's, honest to God, like 90 seconds of ads before the video plays, and I give
the
up.
biggest piss off.
I give up.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
get
like, I don't
angry.
care. I know, and I know it's not them, and I know that's the way we do business in 2025,
Yeah.
and I can't fault them, but I have given up on 100%. I see like
Yep.
ad 1 of 3, and I'm out.
Done.
I don't care
Yep.
anymore.
And I just think to myself, like, what kind of clicks and revenue do those advertisers actually get from those ads, especially online? I can't imagine what the click rate is. It has to be almost nothing.
And that's another thing I want to talk about is ratings and how it's just crazy town, and we just take whatever Netflix gives us as reality for numbers. There are no, like, you know what I mean? There used to be like, was it the Nielsen ratings that would watch television
yeah.
and see how many people watched each show?
Yeah.
And now with streaming, that's all messed up. And we're at streaming services' mercy to be, as
Why
we're
is it
talking
messed
about,
up?
because there's nobody. I don't think there's any like parent company watching them.
So you mean like
they
Netflix is in charge of their own numbers?
They just come forward. Like we were talking when you were recording, but we weren't actually doing it, about how they tricked you into thinking they were taking
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine away from you. They said, oh, it's leaving in 2 days. So everybody watched it, and then they were like, hey, look at that. Look at these billions of people watching.
Yeah.
But nobody really knows, is what I'm saying. Netflix can come forward and be like, oh, yeah.
7 billion.
7 billion. Or guess what? New show. Nobody watched it. Sorry. We're going to...
Do we have access to those numbers under some kind of publication act?
I don't think we do. I know we didn't when Netflix first started. That was a big thing, was that no one was policing them.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, it's about here. And it was like, what are the numbers? Well, where before you would put something on television and you would know the next morning if it failed or not.
Yes, that's true. People were like, this was a resounding success. Nielsen said it was.
It's sad that pro wrestling is so stupid, and I'll be the first one to admit that. But when you look at the way pro wrestling used to be, where it was, you'd put people on television, tell them to come up with their own character, and then they would look at the ratings and be like, people want to see this guy, so he would get more time next week.
Right.
And to me, that is just the most creative, insane way of making television, and that's what I'm always fascinated about when it comes to pro wrestling. And then in the 90s, when the WWF got rid of all their, quote, old guys, and then another company snatched them up, and they went on television the exact same time Monday nights. They were like, we're doing our own show. And it was this insane battle for ratings, and it got nasty and ugly, and like people actually like legitimately died in this fake sport fight. Yeah. And they were just going after, if you weren't locked under contract, you would like channel surf back and forth constantly between the two shows, and someone from one show would pop up on the other show the next week, and you're like, oh my God. And I just always remember there was this one segment where it was like The Rock. It was like, this is your life, The Rock, when he was in his popularity. And the story is they wanted it to go 10 minutes, and it went 22 minutes of live television.
Oh,
and
wow.
everybody was so mad at them backstage. And then the next morning, the ratings came in, and like 9 million people tuned in for that segment. It was one of the highest rated segments of all time.
Wow.
And the two people were like, well, shut up.
Yeah.
There you go.
In your face.
Proof is in the pudding. You only wanted 10 minutes. You're welcome for the highest rated 22 minutes of your program in the history of wrestling.
Yeah,
That doesn't exist anymore.
I guess.
You can't advocate for yourself and
Take
use the ratings as like proof that something is working.
Well, you can get. And do you just mean like because you can tell the most streamed show? Well, again, that's
But
their.
who's that? You can, but are those numbers real?
I guess I don't know. Who can you trust?
Exactly. That's a tangent I
I'm
like
sure
to go
there's
off
some
on.
kind of weird like.
There may be now. It may be more. There may be
Mm-hmm.
more focus on viewership on these streaming services. But at first, I remember that was a huge thing.
Yeah,
Where Netflix wouldn't give them viewership numbers
it's a
because they
secret.
didn't really know what to do because it was killing television. It was that weird gray area where
Yeah, that's true.
and they were very secretive about
Yeah.
subscribers and how many people were actually watching. I signed up because the 4th season of Arrested Development. I worked in television, and I was like, absolutely not. Netflix, oh my God, that's going to kill the industry.
Yeah.
Arrested Development Season 4,
Yeah.
take my money. And I never went back.
No kidding.
I never went back.
I just saw somebody's tweet, meme, comment, whatever you want to say. It was something like there's something about going to a hotel room and watching cable TV. So when you go to a hotel, a lot of times they'll have their local television station on the TV. And the person was like, yeah, absolutely. I'll sit down and watch My Three Dads halfway through with commercials.
Yeah.
Because it's almost now like a little bit of a nostalgic treat.
I go to my parents' house. I'm like, commercials.
Yes.
Commercials. This is crazy. What are we selling?
It's
And those toy
weird.
commercials.
Yep.
Used to, and that was the other thing too. Commercials, Stacey.
Holy crap. The toy commercials during cartoons.
How would you even know what you wanted for Christmas without toy commercials?
Well, it's Sears catalog.
True. We could do a
But-
whole hour on Sears catalogs.
But the further enforcement was there with those commercials.
Yep.
And yeah, I saw a kids commercial, I think, on, it would have been at my parents', and it just didn't hit the same.
No,
it's not the same.
I feel like there's more people asking questions about kids commercials, like kids toy commercials. I remember back in the
God.
day, new G.I. Joe, and it'd be these kids playing in like a jungle with their action figures.
It was always so believable.
Like they're in the desert.
Show them in their ratty basement in their pajamas, okay? That's what it's really like.
Show them banging two action figures together while their parents scream at each other in the background.
Exactly. And do you remember?
Putting Nutella on bread.
Yeah. My brother and
That
I
was dark.
still quote little, like, there was one, cool tools, cool tools. And
My buddy.
My
My
buddy.
buddy.
and there's just random ones that will pop into my head, and it's bizarre to me that a commercial from 1985 is stuck in my brain.
You're a kid, Stacey.
Yeah.
You're a kid, and the Garfield Halloween special is on at 7. Was that a thing?
I think I loved Garfield. Oh my God. I had
But
so
just
many
like-
comic books.
Holiday specials.
That was another thing.
I remember trick-or-treating one night. I was super young, and everybody in the block ended up at my house, and we watched it may have been the Garfield Halloween special at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like at the end of trick-or-treating.
Oh, fun.
Right? Best memories.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen anymore.
Well, and even, what was that CBC Disney on Sundays?
Sundays,
Magical
yes.
World of Disney.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Speaking my language now.
I know. I'm speaking Disney.
Like, oh yeah, is it gonna be Little Mermaid? Oh, it's Bed Knobs and frickin' Broomsticks.
I
for the
know, it's like
sixth
some
time.
dodgy live action
it's
one. You're like, I
always-
don't want to see people. I want to see cartoons.
Old Yeller. This
But
is
that-
the energy I want to go into Monday with.
That was another one of those, like, that's what you did on a Sunday night, is
Yes.
you watched Disney together. And it was like, you want to talk about bringing the family together. Well done, CBC. You nailed it, because that worked. And we did that. Like, I remember that being a specific, trying to get your bath done, have the popcorn made, sitting down by the time it started. Because heaven forbid you miss it. Because
Well,
again, it'd be gone.
You got to pee, and then the commercial hits, and you run.
Yeah.
You run, and the rest of your family like, hurry up, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Well, and there's that, you've seen it 1,000 times. Kids now will never know that feeling of like having to pee or go get a snack and wanting to get back in time for however long, minute 20. I don't know how long commercials were back then. It's just now we pause. I remember when we first got our picture-in-picture TV, my mom was blown away. Or else there was one where you could set a timer and it would take you back to that channel after 2 minutes. So if you knew that your commercial stop set was like 2.5 minutes, it would switch right back. Like, it was magical. All those new advancements.
People, I guess, the talking around the water cooler is still a thing with streaming. People will still talk about White
100%.
Lotus and Yellow Jackets. So that is still there, and that was such a big thing. I remember my parents talking about Twin Peaks. Stuff like that. I remember even Lost.
Okay, come on. Let's go back a bit more. Who shot JR?
Who shot JR?
That was a big deal.
Big deal.
Huge deal.
Yeah.
Like a real life mystery, but you had to wait a week till the next
It played out in real time.
installment.
I will go in circles for the rest of my life about this. Are we better off with streaming than live TV? Because I don't know. It's one or the other. You can't have both.
I feel like I want to say we're better off with the amount of shows available to us. Because when it was cable TV, there was X amount of channels, right? And on those channels, you had to wait for the shows still to air.
Yes.
Whereas now, X amount of streaming services is insane. And within each of those streaming services are full-on networks of shows and tons of shows. Like, it's overwhelming. And that's what kind of pisses me off, is I feel like I'm just overwhelmed.
I feel like the opportunity to find something new isn't there anymore. You would channel surf as a kid. I remember seeing the last 5 minutes of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, just channel surfing. What the heck is this? Is that the summertime guy? What is happening? And the next day at school, everyone, did you see that? Yeah, we didn't know.
But see, they have that now.
We stumbled upon it.
Suggested for you.
Sure, but
on
that's
your
the
streams.
algorithm. Stacy liked Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so here's 10 shows like that. You're not going to channel surf and find
You're right.
something.
Absolutely
That's how I found
random.
X-Files, was channel surfing. So I think the opportunity for something new to catch is a lot harder to pull off now than it was back in the day when a network would be like, let's put it on at 8. Let's see what happens. And sometimes a show being on the right time is all it took for it to take off.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, because remember how it used to be like Thursdays were the night for TV.
Yes.
Because Fridays people were going out, Tuesdays, whatever, but it was Thursdays.
Friends.
Yes.
And at the end of Friends, as soon as the credits ended, it would be tomorrow on X-Files. And you'd get a little 30-second teaser. Oh, the greatest night ever.
Yeah.
And I always had homework looming in my brain where I'm going to watch my shows, and then when the shows are done, I'm going to do homework. So as we chatted on, as we were messaging each other this morning, I'll always remember America's Funniest Home Videos was the last show we'd watch Sunday night. It was probably on at like 8. So at 8:30, I'd start my homework.
Cramming.
And when it was like, all right, here's the 2 best videos, lock in your vote, I have just this overwhelming sadness where it's done. The weekend's done.
Yep.
I got to do an hour of homework now before I go to bed, and I hate this, and I hate my life, and
But I
want
wanna see who won.
For sure. But it's like, this is the end. I've got 2 minutes of freedom left, and then it's
Yeah.
back to the real world and back to Sunday night and Monday.
And that was so rigid. Like, that was there all the time, like, without a doubt. And that is what is kind of, it's like, I don't know how to describe it, because Netflix shows are there, streaming shows are there for you, but there's no magic to it anymore of that. You have to watch this. We have it all there for us now whenever we want.
Do you remember the last show? Like, do you remember giving up on Destination TV?
I want to say, don't be mad.
No, go ahead.
Big Bang Theory. I watched the whole thing. And I know people love to hate on that show. I really enjoyed it.
I've never seen an episode.
None?
None.
0?
That and Cheers. I've never seen an episode of Cheers either. I've seen clips. Sorry. See, you thought I was going to be disappointed, and now you're disappointed in me.
Curtis, I am not mad. I am just disappointed in you because you're missing Cheers
I'm sorry.
and Big Bang. Whatever, who cares? But Cheers, dude, have you seen the Cosby Show?
Yes, I've seen the
Okay.
Cosby Show.
Wow.
Is that comparable to Cheers?
I don't know. It's just one of those shows. That was a bad example. God
So out
damn
of
you,
nowhere.
Bill Cosby. But it's just I can't believe you haven't seen Cheers.
I'm sorry.
Have you seen Golden Girls?
I've seen Golden Girls.
But not Cheers.
Not Cheers.
Weird.
I don't know. Just Cheers didn't. Nothing really clicked for me.
I,
Bunch of
Where
sad.
everybody knows
bunch
her
of
name.
sad people drinking. I've got that at home.
yeah. I don't need to bar on TV.
I watched whatever season that was of Dexter. It was on Sunday nights at 9, and halfway through, I missed a night because I had both. I was still working for cable television. I was still working for Shaw, but I also had Netflix. So I was in this gray area for a year where I was still destination watching, but
Yeah.
also loved my streaming options. And I remember one week I forgot about Dexter at 9, and I never went back.
I think
I was like, I'm free.
I misunderstood your question because I said I watched all of Big Bang Theory.
Gotcha.
You're asking what show did you bail on, basically?
Yeah, like when was the
Because
last
mine was
time?
also Dexter.
Yeah, okay, weird.
So weird. It was the same thing. It was the Julia Stiles when she came on board.
Sure. And it wasn't like I wanted to. It wasn't like screw Dexter. I hate. I'm walking away. I just forgot one week to watch at 9. To like, it's Sunday at 9.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit down and watch my Dexter. I forgot,
I'm gone.
and I was like, I'm free. I don't care enough. Like I missed it.
Yeah.
So now I'm out a week. I can't go back and watch it.
And that's the thing, though. The lure wasn't there anymore from the
No.
show. It just kind of.
But just in general, like that's it. That was the last time I actually had that like on my calendar. 9 o'clock. It's Dexter. Sit
Yeah.
down and watch. I just felt this freedom. After I was like,
The
I was like,
shall I
whatever.
so
In
free?
3 years, it'll be on Netflix. I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
Because it did start on TV. That's
It
right.
sure, of course, it did. Everything
God.
kind of did.
I guess. I don't want to say I feel depressed after talking about this, but it's a weird.
It's not depressing. It's just that family sitting around the television. I don't think is there anymore. If it
Yeah.
is, it's weird.
Because you know what it was too is like some people never had family dinners necessarily. My family definitely did. We were always a family dinner. But then you had family TV. Like TV was something that could
Yeah.
get you to all be together,
And
which
you,
was
you
weird.
fight with your siblings about what we're gonna watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's, I'm trying to think because we don't do this in my house, but like you'd have like a group chat of, hey, let's get together at like 7:15 and watch this show that dropped a couple days ago. It just
Yeah.
nobody. I don't think anybody does that. Maybe they do.
I don't think so. That's something that we've
You
had to
watch
put to
it.
bed.
You watch it by yourself and then you discuss.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you know how too with couples where it's like you can't watch that show without me. We have to watch it together. It is a weird thing now because it's become this private thing almost, where it's like you just watch it whenever you want. Because even if your wife is at work, she can watch it later.
Yeah,
There's again that urgency of having to watch it is gone.
it's gone. So that was my original question. Are we better off without that?
That's a very good question. I don't even know if we can ever answer it because there's far too many factors on each side.
Mm-hmm.
I do miss
Halloween specials right now. 30 years ago, I would have been highlighting that TV guide like a freaking madman.
Oh, like for the Simpsons one.
Just everything.
Yeah.
Simpsons. Yeah, there was that X-Files episode of The Simpsons that aired for the first time
Yes.
after a Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and I could not care less about football, but I'm watching the last few minutes of the Super Bowl. It was supposed to be over at like whatever 9,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like 9:20, and I'm like, you guys.
I want my show.
Ugh. Can you just show me The Simpsons?
Oh man.
I miss stuff like that, Stacey.
Yeah, I hear you.
I miss that being a big deal because it's not a big deal now. New Simpsons. I mean, I think they're still making Halloween episodes, but who cares?
Yeah, the magic.
I'll watch
is
it
gone.
whenever. I don't have to be with the popcorn on the couch.
Yeah.
Ready to have my mind blown. It's my annual tradition. It's not Halloween without the Simpsons Halloween special. And now it's like, yeah, if I have time, if I
Yeah.
remember, I'll go watch the 67th Halloween special. I'll stream it on my Disney Plus when I'm bored, when I'm falling asleep at night.
Exactly. And so that's the thing, though. Have you watched the Halloween specials as in the last 5 years?
No.
Yeah.
Our show's still making Halloween specials? What's the point if it's not?
Yeah, I don't even know.
If they drop a season at once, I don't know how it works anymore. I don't watch any like sitcoms if they drop an entire season at once. If they still do it, like they reboot stuff. So like when Fuller House dropped, was it weekly? Or were they like, here's 16 episodes of Fuller House, and just one of them random, there's a Christmas episode in there, there's a Halloween. Like, hate that. I hate that, Stacey.
Yeah.
Ah!
Did they time it to be like, oh, make sure we do a Halloween one in October?
But back in the day when they would drop full seasons, you'd have no control over that. It would be up to you to regulate your viewing. Like, nobody did that. You binge watched.
You're making me think too hard this morning. God.
I'm sorry. These are questions that need answering. And my original point was that destination television in the long run is going to be such a small window that it's going to be gone.
But
People aren't going to really remember that.
It's a very nostalgic window, you know, like we had tons of great memories from, it sounds like it's dead and gone. No, rest in peace, television. But it's true because, you know, there was so much attention given to the television because of that urgency again of it being there and then gone. That's I think what we feel nostalgic about is that way of life. Like you just said, you know, the family would get together, you would watch stuff on purpose, and now we have more options, but there's less connectivity, if you will.
You put a bow on that perfectly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I struggle with that because with kids like, come here, let's watch this Christmas movie. But it's streaming.
Yeah.
It's not like everybody drop everything.
It's
8
on
o'clock
TV right now.
Friday, we're going to watch It's a Wonderful Life. I have a friend, shout out Russ. He just recently retired. And he will constantly on Facebook post like, oh, Uncle Buck's on. Like he still watches television. It warms my heart.
Yeah.
Because I think he's just chilling, flipping channels. And hey, this movie's on.
Yeah.
Spaceballs is on right now.
There is something about that, like I said, back to that guy who's like at a hotel room where you're like, yeah, sure, I'll watch that. Because I don't know, it's like they're feeding it to you. It's like, here it is. It's right here. And you're like, yeah, I'll take a bite and sit here. I'll be on my phone still, but right. I'll take it. Sure, thanks.
Oh, that was the most old man. But I wasn't yelling at clouds because I do love streaming and I don't want to be hypocritical.
Yeah, no, I get you.
But yeah, we'll go. I'll go in circles for the rest of my life.
I also just want to say that you and I, being of the age that we are, which for me is now 47, we have the best of all the worlds. I think, aside from black and white, I didn't get to. No, did I have? Maybe I had a black and white TV before I don't know. But anyway, I'm just saying we still had that magic of that kind of television. And then we had the in-between of the PVRs. And then we had, you know, the DVDs come into play. And now we are where we are. So I still think, like, even if it goes to, when it comes to like the generations, we're the best one because we've had such a good amount of everything.
I imagine myself being like 75. Trying to explain this to my grandkids. They're like, you don't just tap that chip in your temple and watch whatever you want. Like stream through your eyes. I'm like,
I don't like talking about the future that way.
The Garfield Halloween special was on Friday at 9 and we all gathered around the TV. Like, what are you, Grandpa? Go back to sleep.
Meanwhile, the kids are just watching it on their eyelids because it's going through their brain.
That's how.
That's terrifying.
So explaining that is going to be impossible. Our kids will have no concept of being in a specific place to watch a specific show. It's never going to come back like that.
Well, and like just to go back to having things at your fingertips, like when we were little and we loved watching the Gummy Bears cartoon, let's say. That was a very random reference. It was Saturday morning and that was it. And now my daughter, we have Netflix and Disney that she primarily watches, and she gets onto these like attachments to certain shows. She watched SpongeBob for, I swear to God, 8 months straight, over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And that's how she takes in programming for her. It's like, yeah, I'll watch every season over and over and over ad nauseum until mom's like losing her potatoes? No, losing her cool. What's wrong with me today?
There's a lot happening.
I'm just saying it's so strange because you're right. She's not going to understand how you only got to watch one episode of SpongeBob and then you had to wait a whole nother week for it to happen again.
Survivor. Remember when they played us in season 1? and they updated the website with incorrect information, and we all thought that one guy won. Do you don't remember that? That was
Season 1?
That was the best.
Okay, that was the only one I ever took part in because
Really?
when I was working, we did a pool at work, and I picked Rob and Amber, so I won.
Look at you. Yeah, because you could go to like what was it, NBC,
Sure, I don't know.
whatever, ABC, and they would update the website with like information because this is what 99 2000, so they're just starting to push online.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to watch, like, it was Thursdays as well.
Okay.
You watch Thursdays, and then you could run to the internet for like more information.
Oh.
But they
Purposely fooled
they
us?
purposely fooled us. They updated for like an hour where a bunch of people were eliminated that didn't end up getting eliminated, and it kind of was like a spoiler that the one African American guy would be the winner, and that exploded.
I do not remember
Yeah,
that.
and then they took it down. Everyone was like, "Wow, we know he wins." And then I believe it was like the very next week he got eliminated, and just boom.
Chaos. I don't remember that. And I was very into that. Was the first reality show I watched and the last. No, that's not true. I watched America's Next Top Model. I hate reality television. I can't handle it. I seriously have watched one season of Survivor and a few of America's Next Top Model, and that was it. I was so invested into that first season of Survivor because it was brand new too.
Yes.
The concept of this show, amazing. Like,
You waited
great.
all week for it to come on.
Absolutely.
You talked about, you had the office pool.
Well, yeah, and I had
that's-
money on this
Yes.
on the line here. It was
Well,
great.
you bet on a winner.
Wow.
Boston Wob and Amba.
Rob and Amba.
Amba.
That was a good one. And it's still on, which
we
is
should have
weird.
babies, Amba.
What's that, babies?
Let's have babies. Let's have Survivor babies, Amba. That's
Oh,
my
man.
Boston accent.
Are you
It's
trying to be
not
Chief
good.
Wiggum? Say chowder. Or no, that's the other guy. That's the Mayor Quigley. Say chowder. Oh, man. Okay. Well, now that I'm feeling a little bit sad about my
I
childhood.
don't want you to be happy it happened.
I am. I did.
Be happy it happened.
Gen X, like I said, we are the piece de resistance, the creme de la creme of all the generations. And I am grateful for that.
The Michael Jackson Bad video, it dropped after some show. That was a big thing too. Stay tuned. The season premiere of Bad, or not Bad, Black and White.
Oh.
Like 1991, 92. I think it may have been after The Simpsons. And I remember the scandal because in Canada, they cut it off. But in the U.S., there's another like 2 minutes at the end. Do you remember this?
No, you have a
Oh
good
my
memory.
goodness!
You're an
Because
elephant.
oh man, he turned into like a panther. I'm sure it's on the internet somewhere.
Absolutely, it will be.
He turned into a panther, and then he was like smashing cars and grabbing his crotch, and it was this huge thing where Canada was like, the Canadians were like, no,
You don't get that.
you don't get to see this, and it was controversial in the States.
Huh.
Yeah, they had gotcha moments.
Yeah.
They had gotcha moments about
Everyone-
everyone talking.
That was the other thing was those, again, if you didn't catch the quick little snippet of that show, you probably weren't going to catch the quick little snippet of the show ever again.
And to end, we should pour one out for MTV. Didn't it officially die? Wasn't that a thing?
Oh God, it's been dead for a while.
No, but like they stopped at 100%. Is MTV dead? Is MTV really shutting down? All we know about this shift. Yeah.
It says October 12th, 2025.
As it once was, is officially dead, and pop
Oh.
culture is worse for it. Yeah, who is doing the work for us? This sounds like the Out of Tune podcast.
Right?
I'm old and I don't like change.
Sorry, the announcement was October 12th. They will permanently stop broadcasting December 31st. Wow. Who gives a you-know-what?
I stomped my feet and I tried to tell my daughter how great music videos were. So we watched, she's like, there's still music videos. And we watched the video for Disturbia and that, what was the big hit this summer of that guy with the accent? And they were the two worst music videos I've ever seen in my life, Stacey. I was like, this is music videos in 2025. It can go away. I'll drive down and turn the power off to MTV myself.
Right?
These are horrible.
And that's another
Touching the ground.
very...
No. He was like stalking some girl in the...
It's Ordinary.
Ordinary. Yeah.
Yeah.
It started where he was stalking some girl in the laundromat and she dropped some clothes and then he chased her out. Then they were like floating above the woods. Like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever
Okay,
seen.
that's funny you should say that because I said something to Fiona about Prince. And I don't even know how the context happened. And she's like, who's Prince? And she thought it was a Prince. And I'm like, no, Prince is a
No.
singer.
The guy from the Batman soundtrack.
Yeah, Fiona, come on. So I Googled 1999
Yeah.
and I just showed her. I forget how long we watched it for. She was mesmerized. And I felt very warm and fuzzy because when your child appreciates the music you enjoy, it makes you feel special. But she was watching it and she was just like, I couldn't even understand what she was watching almost. Yeah. And it was such a cool thing. And when you said like watching a music video now, it's like the progression of movies, right? Because when music videos first came out, usually it was like live footage from a concert and then them
being sat on the tour bus.
Yeah. Always. And then the creative juices started coming out and it turned into like a mini movie. And then there was like November Rain happened and it was like a little movie, actually.
That November Rain happened. You mean it changed my life,
yes,
Stacey?
Curtis.
Yes, it
you
did.
are the biggest GNR fan.
I'm wearing a GNR shirt right now. That was the moment. That November Rain is Gen X.
Yes.
Right there.
100%.
Everything's going great and then just gets pulled out from under you and you just go on with your life and you deal.
Yeah. And I think we do need to pour one out for Much Music.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I was never an MTV kid. I was
we didn't
always
get it,
Much Music.
But Much was like our MTV.
Mm-hmm. And my cousin and I, we would, my cousin Heather, we would go and get like some chips and some Slurpees or whatever and plunk ourselves down for the countdown.
Yeah.
The video countdown.
The Coca-Cola countdown.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was
It was Coca-Cola for a while.
Yeah.
It had many sponsors.
And just sit there and watch all these videos and we would record them.
Yeah, you would.
And then rewatch them.
And then you'd get the jock talking over the intro like radio. And,
I know, those
and
dicks.
at the time, you're like, quit talking over the intro. And now if you are lucky enough to still have those VHS tapes, that's the best part. That's the best part.
Yeah.
You get Steve Anthony talking about Offspring.
Oh my God. Yeah. And Bill Welichka.
Welichka.
I had such a soft spot in my heart for him.
Yeah, he was an attractive man.
Erica M.
Erica
Suki
M.
Lee. Master T.
Ed the Sock.
Rainbow Sun Franks.
Rick the Temp.
God, what
a Master T.
That was a great time.
Electric Circus.
Electric Circus was fun.
Fromage. The Tree Toss.
Yeah.
Combat Day Clips.
Yes.
They retired November Rain. I watched all 10 weeks.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. They
did you shed a tear?
They pummeled like Shakespeare's Sister and Bare Naked Ladies Enid and like not even like 80% votes for.
On.
Yeah.
That's
it was a bloodbath, Stacey.
That was a great time to be alive, to be there for the glory days of those networks and that television. It absolutely was.
When Fiona was watching, was she like, what are these like 15, 20-second shots? Why isn't there like a jump cut every 2 seconds?
Yeah, why is my attention actually held here? What is happening?
Macy will watch these videos on YouTube and it scares me. It scares me for how much is happening in such a short amount of time.
Yeah,
it's
the
just
editing.
Jump cuts of people yelling. It's like there is like nothing breathes on some of these.
Yeah.
And like this cannot be healthy. And I know that's me being old again, but it's like, oh my God, like how do you just walk away from this? Like I'm just anxious.
Yeah, it's almost like
cut.
It riles you up. Like is she hyper after she watches shows?
I think she's just numb to it.
Yeah. And that's also kind of troubling too, where
Yeah.
it's like that's what they just expect and that's what they're used to.
Yeah. Now
Whereas as the adult, we're like, my eyes.
I don't. Can you just chuck them in a car now without a device after living like that? Like
Fiona doesn't watch
can
stuff
you go
in the
for
car.
really?
No.
Do you go on long trips?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
She has a tablet for games. Like it's one of those Amazon things.
So still something.
It's true, but I have rules where it's like you only get it for 15 minutes and then we do the car bingo.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it becomes something, it's like a destination
That's nice.
where she gets to have
She
it for a
doesn't have to
little bit.
stare out the window for 3 hours.
Not all 3 hours.
Pretend there's someone running beside the car.
Yeah.
Doing parkour.
We do play I Spy still, which is hilarious when you're on a prairie highway. I spy something that's either green, black, blue, or yellow. Those are the only options. Oh my God. Next episode, should we do road trips?
We could. Well, where are we with Halloween? We need to do a Halloween
Halloween's
one.
probably next. Okay, I'm going to write this down.
Okay. Road trips, Halloween.
Because I got so many. We did lots of road trips to North and South Dakota when I was growing up. Those were our summer vacations. Snooze fest. Anyway, let's put
this one to bed.
Put it to bed.
Let's take
tuck
it out.
in.
Let's take it out back and put a bullet in its head, like MTV.
No, I want to do nice. I want to tuck it in. I want to put the blanket around it, and I want to kiss it on the cheek.
Try it. I challenge families to say at 9:00 we're going to watch this show, even if you press play on streaming and you start at 9.
Yeah.
If someone's late, you snooze, you lose. Like it starts at 9. You can't
And
pause
make
it
it
and back it. Back it up.
Exactly. Make it important enough that you sit there and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
And actually maybe do pause it for about 2 minutes and pretend it's a commercial break and go and do some stuff and be like, kids, you got 30 seconds till I hit play.
My final thought, Taylor Swift should save Destination Television. I just thought about this right now. She should live stream her wedding and not save it. Like you tune in at 7:00 on Disney Plus and it's going to be live and this is it. It's not going to be recorded and you can't just watch it later. You can't back it up if you miss the first 10 minutes. Like it is live and that's it.
That would generate billions of dollars.
But just to force kids that need to see it, that don't normally consume media that way would be insane and fun to watch. Because then they would experience that. They'd be like, everybody get together, all in one place. We got our snacks. We're ready to go. This is our one chance to see it. I think she should do that. T Swift should save.
I feel like a wedding is just
television.
Maybe you want to save save your own wedding footage. Maybe something else.
There's nothing else that can make kids watch.
That's true, but there's
too
many ways for people to record stuff that is happening, right? Like, it just doesn't. It's not allowed anymore. It's not allowed. Dream. I'm cutting it. That's it. Right. Done.
Done like MTV.
Done like MTV.
That little moon man fell over.
Yeah.
Do.
And remember the car crashed into the building in Toronto? The half car into the building at Much Music?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting so carried away on television.
Wasn't one of the VJs just here? George Stroumboulopoulos.
Yeah, Strombo.
Yeah, Strombo.
Yep.
What a good dude.
He's a very good dude. Yeah. Okay, that does it for yet another episode 10 of the Out of Tune podcast. I guess, is next week going to be the Halloween one? No, it's the week after.
Maybe
we can do road trips next. We'll see.
This should be Destination. We should go live and not record this.
Not record.
People need to tune in.
How do we even do that?
People need to tune in Thursday at 10:15.
All of them. All of the 10 of you. Okay, man. We will do this again next week. Talk to you later.
Always a pleasure.
Bye.
I think that one was like straight through.
Thanks for listening to the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast. Check back for new episodes wherever you get your podcasts or at cruisefm.com.